3-ring binders for a 3-ring circus. That's my major goal, is not to turn the courtroom or the conference room at the Wisconsin Resource Center into a circus. I have too much respect for the people in government to do that. But I kind of find it interesting. I'm looking at the selection of 3-ring binders here that I could buy for presenting my evidence on July the 3rd. And I noticed there's a red, blue, white, black, and green binder. Any Magic the Gathering junkie would say, hey, those are the 5 colors of mana in Magic the Gathering. You got mountains, you got islands, plains, swamps, and forests. Anybody with a lick of sense would say, there are 5 zones in your Godmaker universe, 5 different biomes. There's a red biome, a blue biome, a white biome, a black biome, and a green biome. So the cool thing is, after Scootergate is done, I could maybe use these binders for my Godmaker projects. But something tells me the binders that I give to Lord Justice and She-Hulk, I'm definitely going to give She-Hulk the green one. I'm never going to see again. So do I want to spend $7 or $8 or $9 or $10 on super fancy hoity-toity 3-ring binders? Probably not. But I'm curious to know how much all the photocopies are going to cost. Oh my gosh. Because if we have 120 pages in each binder, well, that's going to add up. So the question is, I don't know if I have a 3 whole paper punch at home. I used to have one, but I don't know if I still do. I haven't used it in forever because, well, everything's digital these days. You don't have to print out stuff like you used to. But I got to bring hard evidence to the conference room. Oh my gosh. Now that is the Royals Royce of 3-ring binders. Dang. All right, I got to put one of these back. You know what? I don't want anybody to get a black eye or have hard feelings after this is done. So we're putting the black back. Right across the street from the 3-ring binders is probably my next favorite section at Walmart. My life in sketches, the story of my life, 300 writing prompts, sketch your stickers, 300 things to make me happy, 2,000 questions about me. I like this journal. How many pages is it? Let's take a look. 96, not quite enough to make a year, for sure. I'm also saw this one, and it made me smile. I'm all about that stuff. God's goals, growing and glowing. I've been looking every time I come in this area for the same goofy copper and black striped journals that I got a long time ago. Eventually, I'm going to run out of them, knock on wood, if I live a long and healthy life. If I keep swimming and lifting weights like I did today, I'll probably live to be 120. But I was talking to a sound legal mind yesterday about the upcoming pleasantries of Scootergate on January the 3rd. And I said, can the state subpoena my private journals, my private diaries? And the answer is yes. Ooh, does that make me nervous? No, not at all. The thing is, like I said, when I get older and I'm getting near the end of things and I'm getting ready to have a meet and greet, I probably will put all my journals on digital format and upload them to the internet. all the things I've invented, all the ideas I've had over the years. I'll make sure to filter. I don't put anything in my journals, I think, that is going to ruin anybody or make the world a worse place. I try to stay away from that. I try to keep those ideas for my stories and my fiction and not put them into a real life context, because you know what? Anybody can take any tool and turn it into a weapon. Case in point, cell phones. Like, we don't let knives into the monastery. We don't let chainsaws into the monastery. We don't let bazookas or flamethrowers or grenades or any of the tools of war into the monastery, because they are weapons and they can hurt people. Yeah, I've been hurt by weapons. It's not fun. But what I don't think everybody realizes, or maybe everybody does and they just don't want to talk about it openly, is everybody is walking around armed to the teeth now with these things. Man, I have stayed away from these things for 50 years of my life. But I made a deal with my mom, and now I have to have one. When my mom passes on and has a meet and greet, I might throw this thing into the casket and say, take it with you, because I want nothing to do with it. These things, you could hit someone. Ooh. Yeah, I guess, blunt trauma with a cell phone, maybe. Luckily, I'm wearing a protective hat. Don't worry. I'm fine. These things are used every day to kill the soul of other people. And there is no doubt in my mind that is true. And society just says, you know what? That's okay. No one's getting shot. No one's getting stabbed. No one's getting burned. But man, people just murder each other's soul each and every day with these dang things. I'm trying to do something about that. Turn in your keys. I've been talking to some people that still work at the monastery, and they've said changes are coming with regards to keys in the monastery. I don't know exactly what that is all about, but legend has it that there's going to be a vending machine type thing that holds everybody's keys, and when they come into work, they have to scan to get keys to get into the building. Now, we're talking, that's some serious stuff. That's taking security to the highest level. Now, I want to point out that things didn't used to be that way always at the monastery. Things were a little bit more family friendly at the monastery. Oh, there's one. I got 2 more keys coming. Come on, you got this vending machine of keys. Come on, don't give up now. But yeah, I found it very ironic. On the day that I went to the conference room at the resource center, the door to get into the resource center was open to the public. You did not need a key to get in. You did not need a badge to get in. You didn't have to scan anything. You could just walk right in. Sadly, and I'm going through all the doors in the monastery now in my head, and there's a lot of doors in the monastery that are connected to the outside, an entryway door. I do not think that there is a single door in the monastery now that is open to the public. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I really don't. Does that make people feel safer? Or does that make people feel more scared? Like I said, the heart can hold two things. It can hold love or it can hold fear. Which do you pick? Which do you pick? I know my choice. Now, one of my favorite Walmart employees is not working today. A lady that I have a picture on my phone of her beating me with a cane. Earlier in the video, I said, I've been struck with weapons, injured with weapons, hurt with weapons. You have no idea. Even at Walmart, I take beatings and bludgeonings. It's kind of what Mr. Gerd does. But the lady that's taking her place today is a sweetheart, and we were talking, and she told me that she just quit smoking. Now, one of the things that I've done at the monastery my entire career is give a Perkins pie to employees that quit smoking for a year. It's just one of the things that I do. Now, my Aunt Susie has really awesome pie pans that the family used to make gourmet pies. I'm hoping that my mom can make a pie in one of these $2 pans for an employee here that works at Walmart that just quit smoking. So I'm kind of waiting in. That's a cake pan. It will not work for a pie. Come on, Mom! Exclamation point. There's nothing you can't do. Are you telling me it's impossible to make a pie in a cake pan? I think you and Garrison can do it. I'm so cheap. I'm so cheap. I'm so cheap. I'm so cheap. Exclamation point. All right, I think this is what Nanny wants. So let's take a picture of me taking a picture. Did that work? Text message. Boop. Send. You need to get through, sir?
No.
Oh, I'm trying to get the right thing for my mom. And I'm failing miserably. Is this what we need, Nanny? Question mark. This is 2 pie pans with lids. This looks like more in the wheelhouse. But there's no souvenir after the pie is eaten to remember the fact. Exclamation point. Ooh. The employee asked for cherry pie. My mom made a cherry pie for Christmas that was so good. Perkins ain't got nothing on it. All right, well. I'm going to take a gamble that this is what we're going to need, and I'm going to start walking. All right, Nanny indeed approves of this pie pan. Dear Renee, I talked to Mom, and pie will be made tomorrow. See you at 5 p.m., Mr. Gerd. So she's on lunch break. I'm going to give this business card to this young man. I think I might have given you one for Lisa a long time ago. Am I right?
don't recall.
I think so. I think so. Things happen for a reason.
Yes.
Boom. All right. Let's buy some pie pans and make some pie. It always feels good to give the gift of pie. I need to give a Perkins pie to somebody.